Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today we are going to present our CID project for soft skill, subject UHS 1022, 18P. We are from group Siemens that consists of 5 members, which are, my name is Syahrun bin Syaifudin, TP 22001.
Okay, my name is Mohd Afif bin Zaid, TP 22005.
My name is Ong Jen Ooh. ID number is TP22035.
My name is Ming. My mention number is TP22020.
And my name is Zhi Kang, numeric TP22023.
Okay. So as you can see, here is the topic that we will discuss on this presentation later. We have objective, step 1, block chosen topic and introduction of members. Step 2, problem analysis. Step 3, SWOT analysis. Step 4, interview session with the expertise. And lastly is the conclusion. So without wasting our time, let us proceed with the objective. So Awi will discuss this objective.
Okay, we have 3 objectives in our presentation. First is to study about the current issue in Malaysia, to relate the studies with leadership figures, and to find best solution for the current issue.
So my part is the step 1 is the block chosen topic and the introduction of member. Next. So the introduction discuss that why we choose leadership as our topic and how we discuss to pick the leadership figure. Where each of us has selected one figure, then decided to do a vote. What the result of the vote? So what is leadership? The leadership refers to ability to motivate a group of people to achieve a goal. Although it is temporarily mentioned in the context of business, leadership also refers to your personal choice of how to live your life. To influence, motivate, and assist people in becoming their best self while developing their talent and achieving goals along the way is the definition of leadership. So anyone can learn the ability of leadership as well as the specific physiology. So the chosen topic is priority and national debit. The link block is below there. So next page. So from our leadership figure that we choose, the first one is the George Washington, the first president of the United States. The second one is Umar al-Khabib, the second Khalifa al-Sajin. The third one is Tun Dr. Mahathir binti Muhammad, the fourth and the seventh Prime Minister of Malaysia. Then the fourth one is the Dato' Sri Haji Muhammad Najib, the sixth Prime Minister of Malaysia. And the five is the Tan Sri Dato' Haji Mahathir bin Muhammad Yassin, the eighth Prime Minister of Malaysia. Next. So after we vote for 5 people, then we choose to compare is the George Washington and the Umar al-Khattab. So next. Why we choose them for comparison? For Umar is the one example of great leader that we should follow. This is because Umar has a leadership characteristic that we can practice in our daily life. So Umar has knowledge about leadership, war and various of knowledge. Many reforms were carried out by Umar to distribute income to the people and also the country according to the will of Islam. The rest are systems have been changed that are according to the type of crop grown, situation that influences the people that are unfair with animated. So he asked the non-Muslim to find out if the tax imposed burn them. So in addition, Umar is also strict in his work as a leader. For example, Umar afforded people to leave the country during the pandemic to avoid the virus spread. So furthermore, Umar also has trusting attitude in ruling in the kingdom, which means he's often travel outside the city and adjusting to see the condition of the people. So from the George Washington, so the first, the Mary as a primary leader in the war of independence, he led the American army to fight hard against the British army and achieve American independence. The second one, as a chairman of the Constituent Assembly, he led the formulation of the formula law of the fundamental law of United States, which is the 1787 Constitution. The third one, as the first president of United States, as bridging and improving the liberal legal system, put the Nazi US on the right track. So next. So these are our member. So we also introduce ourselves. So that's it of my part.
So here we will discussing the next step, which is a step 2, problem analysis. As you can see from this slide, we are doing a 4W1H analysis. First of all, we will discussing the poverty issue between Umar ruling period and Malaysia. So what issue that Umar al-Khattab had faced? It is poverty. Umar al-Khattab saw a child crying because he was hungry. The mother of the child don't have food and starving for 3 days. The mother need to pretend cooking stone while hoping that her child will sleep after exhausted from crying. This all happened because during that time, they face a dry season where all the food supplies are limited. So how Omar managed to handle the poverty is introducing a system of welfare which provided support for the poor, orphans and widows. So the relationship between Umar ruling period and Malaysia is also poverty in Malaysia, increasing in recent years, according to World Bank data. And then the people that involved, which is a Malaysian citizen, and when the incidents or the issue started is during COVID-19 up until now, which is started from 2021 until now. And then this is because the economic downturn and widespread job losses. So how Malaysia handle this type of issue is providing financial assistance and subsidies to low-income families through programs such as the Bantuan Sara Hidup (BSH). So all this information I gained from the journal title Kepimpinan Berteraskan Islam Saidina Umar Khattab, and for Malaysia is from the newspaper. So as you can see here, this is the World Bank data that I get from the websites. It shows that national poverty line in Malaysia is 2,743, which is increasing from 2019 to 2020. So I didn't get any data from 2021 and 2022 yet, but as you can see, the comparison between 2019 and 2020 is dramatically increased. So here is the newspaper I get from Utusan Malaysia, 4 January 2023, which is recent news, which is stated that poverty that happened in Malaysia. So the relationship between George Washington and Malaysia. So what issue that George Washington faced, which is national debt, and this is because the federal government was practically bankrupt due to war crisis, and then this happened during the Revolutionary War. And how George Washington managed to handle this issue is he encouraged economic growth and fiscal responsibility through his policies, which helped to reduce the debt over time. So what is the relationship, the issue between George Washington ruling period and Malaysia is, the first one is it started for Malaysia 2022, and then until now this issue never be settled down, and then this is because Malaysia utilized to spending on various relief package to citizen due to COVID-19 crisis. So for your information, Malaysia has spent over 600 billion to give to nation citizen who has a difficulty during pandemic COVID-19. So this is the reason of national debt has increased starting from 2022. And then how Malaysia managed to handle this national debt is the government has also sought to diversify its sources of debt financing, including issuing bonds in international markets and promoting Islamic finance. So as you can see from this picture, this picture taken from Berita Astro Awani, 17 January 2023, which is recent news that stated that national debt reached 1.2 trillion until now. So it is quite big for national debt. And then this is the reference that we took that Malaysia spent over 600 billion to fight epidemic to save the market for poverty treasury.
Here, I will show you the step 3 is about SWOT analysis. Okay, as we know, one of the hot topic in Malaysia is poverty because the poverty problem always become a headline in our society. Besides that, the topic of national debt is also a hot issue in Malaysia because it involves the pupil. So our group, Siemens, already find the SWOT analysis, poverty in Malaysia and national debt to solve its issue. Next. Okay, this is a SWOT analysis of poverty. For the strength, the main point is good education. Why I thought that? Because as we know, urban poverty occurs because the cost of living is too high. But there are many ways to overcome the problem of urban poverty. Among them is equipping yourself with a high degree of approval. A high standard of education is one of the steps that need to be taken to place oneself in the employment sector. Thus, education is very important to overcome the problem of urban poverty. The next is income inequality has also been on the rise in recent years. Why I said that? Because Malaysia workers receive lower reward compared to their contribution to national income from the perspective of productivity and equality. Also, the inflation rate has increased over the past few months to 4.7% in August 2022. The trend is worrying because it can reduce the real value of wage earned. For example, the lack of supply of food items such as eggs in recent time will certainly increase the price of food item. The third is opportunities. The main point is make a digital technology and digital economy can help to create new job opportunities, which can increase the income of low income group. Okay. It is because the digital technology such as TikTok, which is a platform that the majority of Malaysian use, can be used to spread sales. In addition, the TikTok platform can also provide opportunities to anyone who wants to start a business. It is very helpful for those who have difficulty in finding sustenance to meet the needs of life. For the threat of poverty is the emergence of the COVID-19 epidemic has affected the entire educational institution, such as traditional class, have been replaced by online class. There are many challenges and obstacles that students have to overcome. For example, students lost motivation, internet access problem, and lack of learning materials. In addition, the COVID pandemic has also caused many companies to suffer losses and have to go out of business. So next. This is our reference. So when you want more information, you can go to the website. Next. Okay. For SWOT analysis for national debt, the solution is tax increase. So for the strength, the higher tax increase revenue and help to reduce the budget deficit. It is about in order to reduce the risk of debt in the future. If improvement of reform in the taxation system should be considered by the government. Reforming the optimal taxation system and hard burdening the people will be more effective, especially if the tax revenue is aimed at the right target, especially low and middle income individuals. This will make it easy to pay the national debt in addition with the tax on good. This will not affect the daily income. For the witness, people cannot accept the complaint about it. Why I said that because although the general public know the GST can be a savior for the national economy, some people still think that GST will burn Malaysia more. Most societies that faced with the high cost of living and the ever increasing price of goods, struggling in a dilemma in order to continue an increasingly challenging life. More effect, the trenders, a few of them had to go out of business due to having a beer. The cost of paying GST is not commensurate with the profit they get. For the opportunities, the timing of that heights determines this. The tax rise may significantly reduce spending during the recession. This because GST is an effective way to increase national income to deal with the increase in inflation and the cost of living of the people. Seeing that the tax system is capable of expanding the basic income of the country, the government is considering some economic action that will be seen by consumers as adding to the burden of their cost of living. For three is if high marginal tax rate to reduce incentive to work, the tax revenue rate may be less than plain. So way to reduce income tax can indirectly increase the purchasing power of consumer and relative the national economy when faced with the economic or pandemic effect of COVID-19. If taxes are reduced, this will cause the time taken to reduce the national debt to be longer. Thus, the debt country will increase. And the government need more money to buy vaccine from the country during the COVID-19 pandemic. Next, uh, this is our reference for the national debt for the national debt. That's all for me. That's all for me.
So I will proceed to the next step, which is step 4, interview session. So during this step, we interview one of the lecturer that are expertise in principle of economics, which Dr. Husna binti Hashim from University Malaysia Pahang. So this is the list of questions that we had asked to the expertise, which is based on data taken by the World Bank regarding poverty in Malaysia, showing that the amount of poverty is increasing from year to year. In doctor's opinion, what is the main factor that caused the amount of poverty in Malaysia to increase? And the second question that I asked is, with the existence of digital platforms such as TikTok, Shopee, Lazada, that allow the virtual buying and selling process, helping individuals who want to start a business without a capital. What is doctor opinion on this matter? And the third question regarding poverty issue is, can the existing education system help Malaysians in dealing with the current issue of poverty? So this is the that I can say the analyzing for best solution for poverty issue that I gained from expertise opinion and my research. The first one is improve education system, increase and focus the syllabus that teach additional skills such as additional languages, basic business management, leadership and others to produce graduates who meet the needs of the markets. Education can play a significant role in reducing poverty in Malaysia by providing individuals with the knowledge and skill necessary to obtain higher paying jobs and increasing their earning potential. Improving access to quality education, particularly for marginalized and low-income communities, can also help to reduce income inequality and promote social mobility. So the second solution is the use digital platform in doing business optimally. So use social media such as we have a Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, even Instagram in running a low cost business to avoid unnecessary debt. So in the other hand, uh, this is because to provide small businesses and entrepreneurs with new opportunities for economic growth and job creation. This platform can allow small businesses to reach a wider customer base and sell their products or service online, which can help to increase their revenue and create new job opportunities. And the last solution is the understand the concept of needs and wants. By understanding this basic concept can help individuals in considering what they spend. So uh, understanding the concept of needs and want is very important in avoiding individual poverty because it can help individuals to prioritize their spending and make more informed financial decision. By understanding the difference between their needs and wants, individual can ensure that they are able to meet their basic needs and at the same time maintain their standard of living while also avoiding unnecessary expenses.
So the question regarding national debt in Malaysia, the first one is, what is your opinion on increasing debts to reduce the national debt? And is this the method effective? And the next question is, if government increase the tax, the people would add to complain. How to deal with this situation? And the last question is, do you agree if the government reintroduces the good and bad service tax GST to the people? If not, what other taxes are currently applicable? And next. So there's the analyzing best solution for national debt issue from the opinion of the doctor and the research. And from the society, people have to control their spending and live within their means. And it is because they don't stretch one face until it's swollen in an effort to look imposing, which means try to satisfy one vanity when one cannot really afford to do so. And from the government can reintroducing good and service tax GST is one of the ways to reduce the national debt. And the government can consider implementing a lower tax rate than 6% is because the strength of this solution is higher tax, increase revenue and help to reduce the budget deficit. So besides that, the tax policy need to balance this objective, efficiency, equity, and simplicity. So what is efficiency? Efficiency is to ensure the taxes do not unduly impede economic growth. And the equity is to help the poor and the needy. And the simplicity is to make it easier for taxpayers to pay their taxes. So by increasing the personal income and property tax receipt, making the the more tax rate possible will encourage equity, and government can more easily determine the individual income thanks to the region's contemporary labor economy, which facilitates income tax collection. And by using technology more efficiency to boost taxpayer service like e-filing, tax administration can play a greater role in the tax system. So people may hesitate to pay taxes out of concern that they will be wasted, and as a result, the government is required to make every effort to raise the standard of public goods and services as a means of encouraging citizens to pay their taxes in a lawful manner. So last but not least, the government might lessen the effect of the risk rate imposition of GST by putting in place a number of procedures such as anti-profiteering regulation and temporary price control plans. And next. In the end, we earn the trait of poverty and national debt. Under the research and the interview, we can expect that we can also find out the best way to solve this problem. So this problem must be solved as soon as possible, otherwise more serious problem will arise, and at the moment we will have to solve the problem, and we hope our country economy can recover under the new government. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, now we go to see our broad design. This is the main page of our broad design. First, you can see here step 1, group member information, step 1.2, topic chosen, step 2, problem analysis, step 3, SWOT analysis, and step 4, interview section. And in the right hand, we can see about our about us. This is the main page of about us. This have our introduction. Go back to the main page. First, we go into the step 1, group member information. In here, you can see the picture of my group member, my leader. In here, we have list our name, metric, program, faculty, state, hobby, strength, knowledge, skill, and the role in this block. You can see this is member 2, member 3, member 4, and member 5. And back is step 1.2, topic chosen. In here, I write about the definition of leadership and why our group is choosing these two
Figure
as the leader. And next is step 2, problem analysis. In here, we display the discussion, the video of our discussion and student issue. About the chosen issue, about analysis, the chosen issue 1 and 2, national debt and poverty. This is our video discussion. And step 3, SWOT analysis. In here also have our video discussion and the material of our SWOT analysis about the poverty Malaysia and national debt Malaysia. And have the reference in here. And last is interview section. When we click in, we can see this is our lecturer that we interviewed the lecturer. This is the interview video, and this is the solution for the poverty that we give and national debt. And this all is in our blog. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that's all from us. Thank you very much.